Last night I was taking rounds in the factory because that is my job. And I find this worker having a glass of alcohol and definitely drinking inside the factory premises is an offense. He sees me, he smiles, and he spills away his alcohol so that there's no evidence of it. And then he starts to cry. He knows in how deep shit he is right now because he knows if I inform the authorities, then he's going to be disrespectfully kicked out of the job. And then his blah blah black sheep rant started. He starts begging to me like as if he's a beggar. He tells me how his wife had three miscarriages and finally they have a daughter right now. He told me how much debt he has on his shoulders and how he is the sole bread earner of his family. He tells me that if he gets kicked out of this job, then definitely he and his family, along with his children, will be homeless. Now I'm confused. Should I let him go? Because if I take an action right now, then it was very definite that he'll be thrown out of the job. So, because of my action, he and his family will be homeless. Or should I be a good employee and tell the authorities and let the music play? Before I thought to take a decision, I asked him that if you knew these are going to be the consequences of your action, then why did you take such a decision? Why? We are not gods, we make mistakes and we repeat them. I haven't come across a single person who has never lied in his life in my 25 years of existence. If anybody says that he has never lied in his life, I'm not going to believe him, though that is really a substantial goal to achieve. And now, my 25-year-old self is feeling strange counseling this 33-year-old family guy. He told me how this company has done so much for him and how he cannot imagine his life had this company not have employed him. At that moment, I told him to cut the crap. We are often told to be grateful about things that we have, but that does not mean to put those things at such a pedestal that you yourself feel small, teeny ant from the eyes of the person standing on that pedestal. He also told me that how he never used to drink before, but just after these miscarriages of his wife, high debt, low wage, and all the stress, he started drinking. Basically, he was blaming his circumstances for this outcome. I told him to cut the crap again. Stop blaming your circumstances for the shit that you're going through. Stop giving unnecessary credit to an institution or a public figure for your success. If you're looking for some superhero figure, a corporation, or an institution to make your life happy, you're a bum. You'll be sad. You yourself are responsible for your actions and the decisions you make in your life. Yes, circumstances may be easy or difficult, but ultimately the choice is yours. Yes, alcohol may keep your anxiety calm tonight, but if you need alcohol to keep yourself calm, then you have already lost the war. You need no one, no alcohol, no helping hand, no empathy from any person to make you feel better. You yourself are enough. Seeing that person, I realized how everyone is fighting their own war about which no one knows about. And all of us have so much to lose. We're all vulnerable and weak. It's just time someone knows what our weakness is. It may be your family, your parents, your money, whatever. It can be anything. There is so much on cards that we have put on the table. And the thought of losing seems so horrifying that we tend to surrender and beg if someone holds us from our weakness that we just can't let go. So, what's the solution? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just think about the worst. Think about the worst that can happen because of your actions. And if you think you can still survive and live with when the worst happens, then go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. This is the same underlying concept of Stoicism. Think about the worst that can happen. Imagine yourself going through the pains of it so that once it actually happens, it is not unknown to you and you're comfortable there. So, in my story, if he would have thought about the consequences of drinking inside the factory premises and then decided to drink, he would not have begged in front of me for mercy. I'm not telling you to do the same, but what I am telling you is that think about the consequences of your action, the worst that can happen. That way, you will never panic and would always take the right decision and would definitely be less anxious.